Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Guess who's back? Back again. Brittany's back. Tell a friend. Okay, so I have been scrolling through TikTok and I saw this viral Monica Bellucci makeup, and she's an Italian, like French-American actress, and she's just everything. She's a whole vibe, and she's beautiful. And so she, if you don't know who she is, she's a model, actress, everything. And she was most recently in the Beetlejuice movie. She played Beetlejuice's estranged dead ex-wife. So nailed that. And in fact, I did a video on her look in that movie like several videos back. So if you get a chance, go check out that video. But if you like an Italian, sophisticated, sexy, sultry kind of look, well, you've come to the right place, because I actually redid that look that went viral on TikTok, and this is my rendition of it. And if you want to see how I got it, just keep watching. Monica Bellucci style makeup. Let's go. But she's beautiful, and she has this nice, sultry, smoky lash line look that everyone loves, and I've seen a lot of replication of it on TikTok, and so I screenshotted. I'll post her the original video that I saw, but I saw hers and I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that, because Monica Bellucci has brown eyes, and she just has these nice, beautiful Italian French features, and she's a model too, so I mean, come on, what's there not to love, right? So we're gonna go for that look today. And it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've popped on here. I'm sure most of you can understand. But I've been wanting to film for quite some time. Cool. But I have just been I've just been big on like my mental health, just trying to like keep it in check, and just, you know, just trying to like, I don't know, just preserve my energy, right? So, and I've had a lot going on just in general. Thankfully, I've had some, you know, clients, some beautiful, lovely brides and things like that. So I'm really just trying to, you know, keep the momentum going in general. And that can be a lot, you know, it can be a lot. But I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be able to do this look for you today. And I hope you really enjoy it. It's a pretty simple look overall. There's not a lot to it, but this would be definitely a look I would do if I was going to go like date night, or like just something, I don't know, party, anything like that. In general, I think this is going to be kind of a very sultry kind of style. So, and I've started off with skin prep, obviously, and then I did my brows a little bit, and I'm just going in and I'm going to coat my eyelid with, for me, a little concealer, or you can use a eyeshadow primer, whatever you prefer. This one is by Danessa Myricks. It does not move at all. And so I enjoy using this as a eyeshadow primer as well. It is a concealer, but because it doesn't move, I find that it does really, really well for me. And I will show you a trick to help kind of perfect this type of look. So I am big on, like, lately I've been on this kick of being big on eye tape. And now eye tape is, I'm not referring to like the eye tape that pulls your eyes back, although that would be perfect for a look like this. A tape that goes on the outside of your eye. I'm sure you've seen it all over the place. And it's just tape that helps to give you a guide. Now I like using that. I can do it free-handed on my own, but for anyone who's learning, I do like to use it, because I do feel like it's kind of a sure way to make sure your eyes are even on both sides without having to do too much of the thinking work on it. So that's just, again, my preference, but do whatever you want. Eye tape. Okay, so I got this one on Amazon, and it came with a ton of rolls of the tape. So me being a makeup artist, obviously I will use this on a regular basis for my clients if I feel like I need to with a certain eye shape. But I love this tape because it's not like super, like it's not gonna pull the skin. It's just, you kind of have to play with it, right? So grab my mirror, and I'm gonna place it. I want that look to be very sultry and cat eye-like. So I am going to do it kind of like right in here. I think that would be a good place. And where the corner of the tape is where the corner of my eye is. So I'm going to smooth that down a bit. Same thing, we're just going to apply the tape to the corner of the eye, And I'm just going to kind of like look in the mirror and bounce my eye back and forth, make sure they're good and even. And it just lays flush with the skin. And it just, like, again, it just kind of gives me a guide, and it cuts off where maybe we don't want a lot of product. So going in now with like a golden cool tone brown for this. So I'm just gonna use my bronzer because I feel like that's kind of a good, I don't know, I feel like that's a good shade to use. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start by buffing in the crease. Now, I've seen artists start in different places with this. I personally, in most cases, like to start with a crease color. That's just my preference. Again, start, stop wherever you want, wherever your heart desires. Whatever feels right to you is what you should do. But I like to do it this way, personally, you know. How has life been for you guys? Is everyone out here making it? Are we making it? You know, are we? How is life? There's a dog barking in the neighborhood. This is fine. And I like to bump it up a little bit more towards like the inner part. There's a lot of room to work with here. So for me, I gotta work a little harder and I gotta put more on. Your eye might be a smaller eye shape and you may not have to work so hard. Lucky you, okay? Same thing with the other eye. Now I do like to sweep a little bit of that same brown just across the lid a little bit, but I'm only going like from here back. So I'm leaving kind of that space right there to be plain. And we're doing that because she does do a little bit of like a very subtle off-white kind of look there. So we're just gonna leave that alone, but we're gonna take it just kind of like right on the outside here. Now I'm gonna work my way darker. So now I'm gonna go in with more neutral gray. I do have this darker color here, and I'm going to sweep this across my eye this way. And I'm not going as high up with this one. I'm gonna focus mainly on that outer portion and like maybe a little above the crease, but you kind of just have to wing it based on your eye shape. But the idea is that it looks smudgy and smoky and just kind of like soft. Focus mainly on the lid part first, and then as I run out of product, I kind of push it up a little bit, and that creates a softness with the crease. But if you happen to go a little too hard on the crease area, that's a really easy fix because you can go back in with that brush that had the old product on it, and you can kind of just sweep it across that line, and you can kind of see it'll just blur it for us. Easy, easy fix. I'm gonna go in just a little bit above the crease, just on the inner part, just kind of like right in there. So this is how it kind of should look. Same thing with this eye. Something that looks a little bit like this. And this is the part that gets a little bit tedious because this is the eyeliner part. So I do want a little bit of a black smoke, but I also want to smudge the liner that I use. I think I'm going to use this guy here. It's like just a small flat brush, but I think that would be a really good one to help like smudge with. So we're going to try that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my eyeliner here on the outside first, and I'm going to work it with how far, about maybe here to start with. And I'm going to start with that much. And now all I'm going to do is just kind of work that product in by smudging it. We have the guide here, so just bear with me. I'm gonna take a little bit of black eyeshadow and just kind of gently pat it in, and that's going to help diffuse that eyeliner look a little bit and really give us an impactful look. Now, you can go all the way in with the eyeliner if you choose to. I'm going to tight line, so I'm gonna go underneath my eye, that pale pink underneath the eye. That gives us the look of a fuller lash line. And I am going to do a little bit kind of in here, but I'm gonna keep it tapered and pretty simple, meaning I'm not gonna go all the way in because I really want to elongate my eye. I really want to keep the focus on the outer part of my eye. So it looks kind of like this, okay? Same thing with the other eye. Now, we're gonna go in towards the middle of the eye area. I'm gonna take that lightest gray color again, and I'm going to just kind of inch my way right here. Just kind of like, again, reapply it, just kind of to where it's like that nice gray tone. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that darker brown and just kind of, again, sweep it across the lid a little bit, just very, very lightly. Something kind of like that. Now I'm going to take another flat brush, a dense small brush, and I'm going to do a dusting of a cream colored white, and I'm going to kind of just tap it in here. Kind of like so. That gives a little balance to the rest of the eye look without overpowering and making it so dark. Obviously, Monica Bellucci does do her lower waterline, same thing. I saw a few different ways people do it. Some people like to do more of like a cream color on the waterline. Some people actually did black on the waterline. Monica Bellucci obviously has done different makeup looks, but the overall vibe is that she did wear black liner, I think, on both the top and bottom waterline. So again, do whatever you want. I think for me personally, I don't typically do a lot of black on my waterline, on my upper or my lower, but for me, my waterline is watery, so it's going to transfer to the bottom anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just do a little bit of black liner. Not so much on the waterline, but just below the waterline, kind of like right in here. And I'm going to smudge it with a little bit of a brown eyeshadow, just because I feel like I need something to help there be something there as far as color. So taking that lighter gray color, popping that on top, and then going in with that brown and just kind of like doing that on the bottom. My Allure Beauty Box came with a mascara. It's the Size Up Mascara from Sephora, so we're gonna give that a try today. Not sure what to expect from this one, but it says volume, extra large, immediate, and it's vegan. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. Is this worth the hype? Is there a hype around this mascara? I like the brush. The brush is nice. Look at the brush. Yes, very nice. So we're gonna pop our mascara on. Oh, hello. Yes, this definitely gives me some eyelashes, so that's nice. I don't really have a lot of eyelashes, if I'm being honest. It's a vicious cycle. When you start wearing eyelashes, if you don't take them off right, they can take your real lashes off, and then you feel bald without your lashes, and then you feel like you gotta always wear lashes. So if you don't have to wear eyelashes, you know, don't. Those that usually have lashes don't. So good for you. I like this mascara a lot. Super easy to put on. It's not clumpy. I really love this. I mean, honestly, come on. I wouldn't even really need to wear lashes, really. But I do feel like I need a lash still, just because that's what I'm used to. But I mean, I've got, wow, look at that. Crazy. And now for the moment of truth. We've done the lash video. You've seen it. And if you haven't, you should go look at it. But we've done the lash video, so I'm gonna take the time to put those on real quick. And then I'm gonna peel the tape off. We'll do that together. Okay? Okay, so now I have both my lashes on, and I decided to go in. I'm gonna just do the waterline. I wasn't going to, but I really feel like the way my eyes be set up, you know, it's gonna end up there anyway. Okay, so there's the overall actual eye look. Now I'm going to do a little bit of brow, and then we're gonna peel these off together. I'm nervous about this part because, you know, nothing is ever really perfect, is it? You know? But here we go. This is super satisfying. Let's do this together. There we go. Yes, I know. I've got the concealer on the outside. That's fine. Ignore this. This isn't here, okay? And neither is the fallout. Dang it. Now I'm going to take my little smudgy do brush, right? And I'm just going to kind of like soften that harsh line a little bit. Just a little bit. Just kind of rub it together, like kind of right in there. Because it doesn't have to be super crisp and super clean. Kind of like that. Okay, let's take this one off. Very, very satisfying, you know? Okay, that's the overall eye vibe, okay? Now, I'm gonna go in and do some foundation, do some concealer, things like that. And I have a new product. We're gonna see how it looks. This is the Danessa Myricks Lowlighter Blurring Balm. It's in Unbothered. Gives you like a subtle glow. It says to use your finger or a brush to face, eye, and lip. This feels very pink, but we're gonna give it a try. Let's see, this is a texture reducing blurring balm to powder with a soft matte color that subtly low lights and blurs for a natural lifted glow. Okay, no, okay, that makes me a little more excited, but I'm a little nervous about the color. I got this in my Allure Beauty box this month, and I'm a little nervous because I looked at the swatches, okay? That one looked like the one that I would pick, and it looked really pretty, but I'm afraid it's gonna be too light or too bright. So, but I felt like also this would be maybe something maybe Monica Bellucci would wear. I guess we'll find out. We're gonna find out together. Not using it yet. I'm just getting it ready. But I am going to apply my foundation. It's really pretty. Again, this one is called Unbothered, and it's really, really beautiful. I feel like it's gonna be a little light. But here we go, we're gonna try it, okay? I got a clean, dense, fluffy-ish brush. And I'm just going to kind of, I know if I do my finger, it's gonna warm up a lot nicer, but I just want a pinch of color. I don't want a ton. And I feel like if I use my finger, it's a lot more dense. So I feel like I'm gonna get more product, and I don't really wanna do that. So I'm just going to kind of stipple it to warm it up a little bit with my brush, okay? And I'm tapping it on. And I'm really gonna focus kind of like right in this area. She has a more sophisticated, lifted look. Okay, it's not so bad. What I might do, let me try this. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna add just a little bit more to the tops of my cheek area. By warming it up, I'm wondering how this is going to be different. It's really, really pretty. Huh. I feel like I needed this, like, to do it with my finger. That just looks so much better because it gives me a little more color. Just gonna go back in on the other side and do the same thing over here. I lied, I like that powder a lot, that Balm powder. I'm obsessed with that actually, so. Very nice, Danessa, very nice. I love that. Very pretty. And I'm really just focusing on the areas where I put my concealer. I don't want to go too far down. We're gonna put some brows on now, so let's do that. The general consensus of the lip I've been seeing, okay, her lip is not as pinky mauve, but then there's some that suggest that it could be, so I'm going to do Cool Teddy from MAC, and then the BFF3 lip liner from ColourPop, and I don't know. This feels more like what I believe she might wear. This cool teddy. And this is my take on the Monica Bellucci style makeup. How do you feel about it? Do you like this? Would you wear this? Is this something that you feel like you would be comfortable in? But would you wear this? Because I love this. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really pretty look and I am here for it. And let me tell you something. Cool teddy from MAC, chef's kiss. You could even pop a little something lighter in the center and that would be really pretty, but I am loving this overall makeup look, and I do think that this is something that is universal. Really, anybody can wear this style of makeup if it's done right, but this is the final look. What do you...